She flipping got me. Lulled me into a false sense of security, and then wallop! Down came the pants. In the morning world, welcome to Saturday 20th July, and yes, I've just been debagged by my missus. Shopping had arrived. I stood at the doorway talking to the guy down the shop, and anyway, as he's going away, she tickles my ass. I go, well, you know, that's quite nice. If you want to tickle my ass, I don't mind. Next second, bearing in mind I'm wearing shorts, she's dropped to one knee, shoved her hand up my shorts, grabbed my undercrackers and pulled them down to my knees. It was a very disconcerting sensation, I can tell you. Right, what I want, I believe, is in there. 1, 2, I know there's 3. Out. There he is. 3. Right, we have got an unwelcome visitor. So weatherman says it's gonna throw it down with rain this afternoon, which made me wonder why neighbour over there was mowing. Because if you're mowing now, I'm assuming you're gonna try and mow for hay. But according to my weather app, chucking it down this afternoon, like weather warning, thunderstorms, lightning, etc, etc. And then again Monday and possibly Thursday as well. So either he's going to be very, very lucky, or he knows something I don't. I've left the mower in the barn. Anyway, my unwelcome guest, once more, is back out on the golf course. I cut the grass last night, so it's all looking nice out here. We've got a few visitors expected next weekend. And I'd like to get rid of the blinking mole before they get here. So, this is me. Mole hunting. Right. No, he's not lifted that, but he's definitely lifted that. So anywhere between that heap over there and this one here, we're going to put our traps. Okay. There you are, in there, you little tinker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a little hole with my knife, which is why it's never sharp. Thank you, and I'm going to put my trap in the hole, and then I'm going to use, no, I don't need any help, and then I'm going to use some of that to dress over the trap. I'll show you in a minute. I don't need any help. Right. What have you been eating? No, you're in my way. Go on, get out of the way. And now I've lost my place. Where's my alt? There it is. Ground's pretty hard for this. Yeah, ground's really hard actually. So gloves are on to try and mask any scent of me, because Mr. or Mrs. Mole won't come anywhere near if they smell Mr. Man. God, I'm surprised how hard the ground is. I didn't expect that. So what I've got to try and do is avoid getting any grass in there, because that's something else that put off Mr. Mole or Mrs. Mole. It's the smell of grass. They don't like it. Not so easy with gloves on. Get in there. Right, I need to make that a little bit wider. No grass. Right. Now all I've got to do is fill it all back up again. And we're going to say we're going to use what he produced. No grass. And we'll mark our spot. That's one. Right. I'm actually really surprised how hard this ground is. It is really hard. Right. Which way are you going? That way, I reckon. Or is it that way? There he is. So we're going to go with a grass-free area this time. There's where we're going. Which way is he going? He's going that way and that way. So we'll carry on going that way a little bit. Oh, he's also going. So I've got two tunnels. I've got one going that way and one going that way. We're right on a flipping junction again. Hopefully that's got him. Right. Don't want you. Like I said, avoid the turf. Avoid anything with grass in it. Basically what happens, I'll show you that in a second on the other trap, is Mr. or Mrs. Mole's going to come along and just think its hole has been trodden on, and will try and force its way underneath the trap, which should be enough to spring it. Okay. That's you marked as well. Right, hole number 3. Down in there. And which way are you going? So I've got one going that way, one going that way. I'm right on the junction again, blimey. So I've got to choose one. I'm going to choose that one, I think. How deep are you going? Oh, you're going down. Maybe I'll go that one then. Okay, one trap. It's a pretty gruesome thing, but you know, they do work. So we pinch him up under tension for the spring, lock him into his little plate there, but only so he's only just on that plate. What happens, Mr. Mole comes along with his nose, her nose, nose, pushing up, gets inside and dead mole. Simple. It was a lot easier to set first time. Right, that's straight. That goes in there. Need a little bit more width on that wall. Here's what Mr. Mole's after. Mr. Worm, I'll leave you in there. Bait. Right. take that bit of turf off there and cover you. Do you know what? Let's have some fresh molehill. Minus the grass. I'm not sure if my neighbour, I can hear a rapper. I'm not sure if he's mowing it, baling it, and wrapping it all in one go. Well, it's an option, I suppose. Okay. Let's see if we get any joy with this later on. Just leave the top of the trap exposed so I can see it, but I mark it anyway with a fencing stake. I always have the foot facing towards the trap. That way, if for some reason it gets covered over, I know where to find it. Okay, wish me luck. He's in there. One in there and one over there. I've got 3 chances, haven't I? Right, I think I'm off to Yate with the Mrs. P. Lads have put a request in the job book that they need some stuff in their first aid kits. Basically, I think they've run out of plasters. So we're going to go into Yate and buy a load of packets of plasters. So make sure we've got enough. We rarely need anything else other than a plaster. So the first aid kits do everything from minor to reasonably serious wound dressings. You never know with a chainsaw, but most of our injuries are scratches, scrapes, punctures, thorns. Yeah, plasters. They get through them. Come on, you. Someone's definitely wrapping somewhere. Is it raining?
It's raining.
What does she look like?
Pure sex on legs, that.
What do you look like? Right, that's 2 of the trees we're doing tomorrow. As of Monday morning, they won't be here. Pity, but stupid place to plant an ash tree. And the Boswell's pin oaks. We're giving them a haircut too. Clear some lights and away from the building. Okay, well I was going to take you down the field down there and introduce you to 3 new residents on the farm. So they're only temporary residents, they're not staying here forever. I don't think the camera's going to pick them up that well, but if you look over in the back up against the hedge there, it looks like 3 small deer. But they're not deer. They have got cloven hooves and they have got horns, but they're not deer. And I'm not going to go down there and show you because that is coming this way. Right now it's like fine stuff. It's going to turn into something nasty. That's because that's what the weatherman said. Anyway, their names. So the big one with 2 horns is called Azrael. The one with half a horn, he's just lost a horn, is Aries, and the smaller one is Aramis. And that's as much as I'm going to tell you today. So, yeah, like I say, temporary residence. So I'm helping somebody out with a bit of B&B, friend of mine. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Even though they're